Welcome to Front Door Home and Lifestyle Show. I'm Sylvia Jennings.
And I'm Wayne Jennings. We are so glad you're along with us. This week we're near Buena Vista, home of several 14ers, including one of the most famous 14,000-foot peaks, that is Mount Princeton.
Of course, coming to this area means a stop at the Mount Princeton Hot Springs. We did a little skiing while up here and did that hot water bubbling up from the ground feel good after a day on the slopes. The resort has a fascinating history. Did you know that when it was first built in 1879, the owners were ready for guests, but nobody showed up? We'll explain.
Also coming up, a log home masterpiece with views that are so incredible they don't even seem real. This home is the real deal, though, made from hundreds of hand-selected logs. It is the perfect Rocky Mountain getaway.
And what's it like to live in 14,000 square feet?
I have no idea.
The owners of the Tomcat Ranch will tell us. This contemporary estate on 35 acres has plenty of room for all those friends and relatives who can't wait to visit sunny Colorado.
It is a stunning property. We hope you'll stick around. Front Door continues right after this.
The Tomcat Ranch, it was originally, construction was started in about 1992, 1993. Finished a few years later. The original owner never had a chance to live in it. He and his wife unfortunately died in a plane crash before they had a chance to move in, but it was fully furnished. There were cars in the garage and it was just waiting for them. It is basically designed to look like a mill site. Not particularly a mine itself, but the outside structure with its rusting corrugated type metal, it definitely has the flavor of a mill site. It's a great room concept. Everything is concentrated within a short walk. You've got the home theater, the fireplace, various displays. The owners have even added a climbing wall type thing, and everything is here within just a short bit of enjoyment. Even if you're outside, National Forest isn't that far away. You can go hiking for days and never bump into anybody.
I think if you judge the home by the exterior, and then you come inside and see all of the European art and all the European influence and the contemporary, it really does work nicely together.
Do you remember what you and your wife were thinking as soon as you walked in that first time?
Yeah, let's go back out to the property, look at all the lakes and look at the topography of the land and the trees and the proximity to the National Forest right on the west line. And
some of the furnishings that were here when you moved into the home really have some interesting stories. Can you highlight a few of them for us?
Well, the table is kind of a neat thing. It's 3/4 inch thick glass with cracked polished edges, and it has a layout of the land sandblasted into the top of the table.
You have two elevators, one for
Firewood.
and the other for people.
Yes, that's right.
Tell me about each of those.
Well, the one to transport people is an Otis elevator. Pretty neat. We don't use it a great deal. The other one saves our kids lots of work because you put the wood on at the lowest level of the house that's accessible to pickup truck, and you load up carts and then wheel the carts into the elevator and bring it up to this level, and our youngest daughter, who's 8, unloads it. The man for which the home was designed, Mr. McMullen, I believe had some concerns about his personal safety. Where's the panic room?
There's a panic room here somewhere?
Yeah, there's a panic room. So a number of rooms were set up as hiding rooms or panic rooms, if you will. Access through cabinets, access through sliding bookshelves, accessed a number of different ways. But there are a number of hiding rooms throughout. And the inside of a number of them are painted black. And Mr. McMullen had a lot of armament on the property, including a box of mines.
Your master bedroom could easily be described as the ultimate sanctuary.
Well, there are 2 king-size beds next to one another, which gives us adequate space to be as close or as far apart as we wish, my wife and I. And the kids can all jump in bed if we want to watch a movie. And if it's an animal movie, then the dogs could jump in bed with us too. Another nice aspect of the bedroom, you could program the bathtub to be at a certain temperature, at a certain time, at a certain level, You could just hop right in when you get home from work, and it'll be warm. And
This kitchen is big enough, certainly, for a big gathering. It's actually a wonderful family kitchen. Do you know anything about the design of it and why it was done this way?
Well, the story that we've always heard is that when the original builder was building the house, he asked his wife what she'd like in the kitchen, and she said, "I'd like twice the kitchen I have now." And so apparently he took her literally and built twice the kitchen. So if you look around the kitchen, you can see that there are literally two of everything in the kitchen. There are 2 dishwashers, 2 refrigerators, 2 cook islands, 2 ovens. He duplicated everything. The guest rooms are so much fun. We love taking people for the first time down there and walking them through what we call the mine, and it really looks like you're walking through a mine. And then they open a door and they're in a beautiful guest room, and it's fun.
You fooled a few people before.
Oh yeah, yeah, a number of times.
Mike, where are we?
we're at the main level of the house. We're at the driveway level, and this is where guests would be greeted at this door and be taken down here through the iron gates.
This is
to the
almost
guest room.
dead man walking. This is
Yeah.
pretty
Just
intimidating, but it doesn't, at least the guests don't stay too long. Is that how this works?
If it doesn't work just by this intimidation, we put tacks under the sheets.
That really gets them
Yeah.
going. Please take us down here. I'd like to know more about this.
Yeah,
This
come
is
ahead.
a real mine shaft entrance. Maybe not the real thing, but it's pretty darn close. And it's about 30 degrees in here.
Yeah, I'd say. It's chilly. These are mine cars and a set of cores here. And this is a water bucket. They would drop this thing down into the mine. The plunger, there's a plunger down here, so the plunger would recess. The bucket would fill with water, and then they'd lift it out and dump the water, and then they'd do the same thing over and over again to dry out the mine.
What do your guests say when you put them in this part of the house?
We're not going in here.
They refuse?
Some do.
Wow, this is amazing. The guest rooms are back here somewhere?
Yeah?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Very nice.
The kids like calling this the monkey room because there's a porcelain monkey there.
And this has some Asian influence.
Yes.
You'd have no idea that this guest area was down here.
No.
Still to come,
Bit of this Normandy French coarse sea salt.